Good afternoon, everyone. Let's get this transitioned across and we'll do a little bit of afternoon streaming. Hello. Hang on, let me just readjust myself on the seat. I have Amos helping me out right here on my lap. And I think we will get started back where we were. We're going to be carrying on master difficulty, I think. I was just trying to decide off camera for a moment whether we would claim the Immortal King's Call here or whether we would do the Seeker of Light for Crusader. And I think we're going to leave our Hadric's Gift for the Seeker of Light. I think that'll work out a little bit better for us. Let's hop on in and I'll just do my logistics in the background, get everything set up so I can make sure that things are working properly, which thankfully they are. Cool. Right, now, at the end of the last stream, we unfortunately lost our connection for a moment, and we very luckily managed to survive. Unfortunately, that does mean that we lost our rift key, so we're going to have to run some regular rifts while we just work through, get some better equipment, and we're working towards getting the Might of the Earth set at the moment. That's what we're trying to do. And once we get a little bit more of that, we can start upping the difficulty, of course. But we're not going to be taking it dangerously at all. It's just going to be a bit of simple grinding for this afternoon. And every now and then that is kind of needed for this game. Well, that was possibly the worst place to actually do that. Let's get a big smack in on these guys. Now there's been some suggestions for different equipment that I could switch over to, like go to Whirlwind temporarily instead of keeping on with this. And it is entirely possible, but until I get the Might of the Earth done, I don't want to diversify too much. Let's grab these, and we'll head on round. Not a terrible start. Obviously, we're not killing things massively quickly, but we are getting Paragon levels at least. Garrigan levels, I should say, and we're up to Garrigan 6 already. I am on the tail end of a cold, so I will cough occasionally. I do apologise if that comes through nastily. Also, when the damn thing crashed previously, it screwed up a whole bunch of my settings. So if there's problems if you can't hear the stream, if you can't hear me, well, if you can't hear me, then you're obviously not going to hear me say that. But if there's anything that you can't hear or if it's coming through weirdly, then do try and let me know in chat. For those that are joining, welcome. I hope you're having a fun afternoon. And we're probably going to do this for 3 or 4 hours, and then of course we'll be back later with my brother for some co-op, where we'll be working on our Crusaders. The Captain America build, which is actually significantly more like a Thor build. Ooh, let's not be right in the middle of that. Now, with our demon set at the moment and the Sangaruni Ram Braces that we've got in the cube, we are killing things occasionally with Thorns damage. Hey there, Renzi. Good to have you joining. Daytime streams are unusual for me. I mean, normally I'm at work, but I have a couple of days off, so we're getting a little bit extra in. How are you doing today, mate? You alright? Get that going in there. Bang, bang, bang. Grab this and start getting some better loot. Ah, cheers. Right, it's good to have you along for the stream. Sorry I'm not going to be switching across to Whirlwind. I might do it a little bit later on in the season. Once I've got this, because one of the things I want to do this season is I want to go for all the conquests, and Years of War is one of the things that I'm going to be going for, so I will need to do effectively every single set so that I can I think it's 8 different sets I need, so it'll be all of the Crusader and all of the Barbarian sets we push through for that. Going to, I think it's GR 20 or 25. I can check later. But for the moment, I want to avoid Whirlwind. It may be a little bit more efficient, but it's so easy to play, and it was so good to play, it'll end up being a crutch, and I won't want to change back off it. Still, this is pretty quick, and it's going alright. So I'm not too worried about our progress, and we are, you know, kind of pummeling through stuff easily enough. Let's grab this. We'll get right in the middle of them. With the Sanguinary Vambraces hitting off the Thorns damage now and then, stuff does die very quickly, even if we're not directly smacking it. It's a pretty good deal for this character at the moment. Bang, everything dies. Try and keep our focus on ones that actually matter as well. I see you down there in the distance. Uh-huh. Trying to hide out from me. That ain't gonna work. Now, we've got quite a lot of stuff that we do need to find for this build. We've got belt, we've got boots, we've obviously got all of the equipment. So, pretty much any Greater Rift we run is likely to have something we can use. And rings galore as well. Give that a bit of a stab there. Now, let's push on to the next area. We don't need to complete everything, kill everything. Area damage, because that is where this build is going to excel. Don't be, like, jumping on me. I'm the one that does the jumping. That Aftershock is such a cool rune. I've never tried it out before this season. Well, I don't think it actually existed before this season, because they did a whole bunch of rebalancing, as they always do. But it's very, very cool to have a Seismic Slam that uses... Well, that was a bit of a waste. Uses up all the remaining fury, especially in a build where you're effectively jumping around, generating a ton. We also geared up our Templar a little bit at the end of the last episode. Ooh, that was inconvenient. So hopefully he's going to have a decent survivability and kill speed as well as we're going through all this stuff. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Everything dying around me. Obviously, we do want to get him the relic so that he won't die in the future, but that can wait. That isn't urgent at all. Even more Garrigan levels. Stronger, faster. Well, not exactly faster. Well, I suppose it could be a movement speed one. It is level 9. So yeah, I think that is actually going to go into movement speed. Stronger, faster, better. Let's grab these, and we'll leave the frost to this side, actually. Leave them to die in the aftershocks. And we'll grab that because I love crafting materials. Next! And it is pretty damn effective, that. Let's put this point in before I forget about it. Yeah, movement speed, there we go. Right up in his face. Where? Ah, there you are. Stop running away from my attacks. Let's get a stun on you. There we go. Greater Rift Keystone. That's what we came in here for. and some other bits and bobs. Now, obviously, now that we're level 70, we can talk to Kadala as soon as we build up enough shards to make it worthwhile. I probably won't do it until we have like a couple of hundred, but as we're pushing it through these greater rifts, we'll be getting more and more shards. Because we re-geared, I'm also not interested in any of the tat that I'm finding unless it's a specific item. So let's just drop these off and we will jump. Oh, hang on. Auric, close that rift, please. Thank you. Put that Garrigan point in over there for cooldown reduction. And while we're waiting for that to close off, we can at least try and make ourselves look a little bit better. So, Miriam, we need these to be purple. We need this to be green. Shoulders to be green. That's pretty good. And we'll need boots to be green as well. And then we can just work on getting stuff looking a bit more like... let's start with the torso. No, no. A bit more like the Hulk. Which means we need nice, solid coverings of colour. That's closer. I don't want it to look... that's better. And the shoulders, we want that to look pretty generic. That's not too bad. And if these could look... That's not too bad. I want it to cover a little bit more. Maybe that or that. That's pretty good actually. That'll do for now. And do we want this to look... Yeah, we'll keep that looking the same. So we look a little bit more the part. Yep, that's the plan. Now I've got a Greater Rift keystone. We're going to do a Greater Rift. We were keeping it to Master before. I think we can actually push it up probably to level 9. Not a brilliant start, not massively loads of mobs nearby. Let's push on, let's find something fun. Oh, there we go. All the stabbing we're going to need to get out of here, though. Before all of that frozen stuff. Quit with the frozen stuff already. Don't like you. Do not like you. Alright. So we're clearly running well ahead of time. That's fine. A lot of this is just from the mobs killing themselves on me. Which I do enjoy, of course. But doing a Greater Rift will firstly get us Greater Rift keystones, which we love and need. Oh, jeez. That was a lot of knockback going on there. Right. There we go. All the smacking. Oi! That's what I wanted. As soon as we get Lutzocks, we'll be able to jump around a lot more frequently. So I think I'm still probably going to keep gambling for boots, but obviously there are other bits of this build we need to get as well, so it's a tough call. It's a tough call. Shield pylon. I don't have nemesis braces in the cube because we've got Sanguinary Van braces and I gave them to my brother, but at some point we will get some more, I'm sure. Ignore most of them. Come on, follow me. Right, over here. All the stabbing. Everything dies in a big hit. Getting Sanguinary Van braces and running rifts at this level, it is pretty much lazy mode, as long as you've got decent setup for it. And with Heart of Iron and and the demon stuff, we've got a lot of thorns damage. Right, they're all going to die from that earthquake. Let's head up and through. And I will do a little reminder of my setup just after we finish this rift as well. Come on, just a little bit closer. There we go. We'll get that earthquake on. Oh, he didn't die from a thorns thing in one go. That's surprising. I mean, he had a sliver of life left, but I guess if they get lucky, then it can be just about low enough damage to not kill them in one. Garrigan 11, sorry. I can read. I'm paying attention. Zapping everything inside. This is not the way we need to be going. Out of my way. Might get just a few more in before it expires. There we go. Down he goes. Going for those remaining ones. Come down here. Get seismic slam going on U3. 2 down. 1 to go. There we go. And as it is, Earthquake resets pretty damn quickly with the lightning rune that we've got. It probably won't be the one we go for in the end, but for the moment, it certainly does what we need it to do. And it's a comfortable level to be running at with this character. Where the hell are we supposed to be going? Oh, down this way. Alright, down we go. Die on that. While I push on through to the next bit. There's the exit. Fine, we'll kill another couple just before we go. Hello? Any other mobs? That's probably enough for us to put one of them down. Not huge clusters around here. I mean... That's what I want. I want them all nicely in a line. So we're way over 50% on the time, so we can definitely up the difficulty past 9. We can probably put it up to Torment 1, I reckon. But it's good to test these things when you're running on hardcore. Nothing worse than getting, unfortunately, stranded and killed, and then having to re-level your character. Hey Hammerlin, how's it going? Stab, stab, stab. Another earthquake under him. And he is gone. Two-handed mace, a ring, and Bane of the Powerful. Well, Bane of the Powerful is always the first one you get out of that. Hey Urshi, let's put it all in Bane of the Powerful. If we're lucky... No, we're not lucky. 2, 3... 3 out of 5. That is quite terrible, especially for the chances we had. Let's put that into resist all and we'll head back. I think we'll drop to the menu and... is that Convention of Elements? That looks like it might be. We'll drop back to the menu. We'll up the difficulty 1 level. It is. Is it a good one? 164, not really. Right. So, 2 Garrigan points in here. Let's drop it back and put it up to torment. Hey there, Kelly. How are you doing, mate? Right. Game settings. Change up to torment 1. We're working on finding the equipment for our Hulk build. 100. That's enough for us to start going for the next bit, right? So, shoulders, don't care about. We could go for the head because at the moment we're using the Sage's stuff there. Yeah. So, give me helmets. Unfortunately, not what we were looking for. We will put this in because this is going to be slightly better than... Ooh, which one do we want to go for? Probably this one. And we'll put Bane of the Powerful in there. Spark of Life. I mean, I'll put it in here for later, but I don't see us ever really going... Although that actually does more damage than I... Fine, we'll use it because it does more damage. That does make sense. That is a sensible thing to do. And in fact, what we'll do is we'll re-roll it so that it's got a socket in it. So we need Miriam. Yeah, we'll re-roll this into the socket. There we go. Sockets 1. And that's one of the season journey things, which is why I wanted to get it done and ticked off. We will, of course, be doing it with other bits, but this is going to significantly increase our damage when we go bang. Sorry, let me turn off my alarm. It's always good to know when lunchtime is, and I should, of course, have disabled that beforehand. Apologies. That's a pretty decent looking weapon as well. We'll keep that. It's the kind of thing that the Hulk would use, I reckon. You know, a giant skull on the end of a mace. Hey there, Brundy. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fun day. We're running through our Hulk-themed Avenger character. Ooh, let's start off with a conduit pylon. Yes, please. If there's anything in here, that's going to be really cool. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at this. Just absolutely stonking through stuff. Smack, smack, smack. I love conduit pylons so much. Especially when we've just, like, improved our damage level. It's nearly expired, but... that was a pretty good start to the Rift. I mean, totally not the standard playstyle. Seismic Slam is our standard playstyle. Wow, 7.25 million on that crit. I saw that right in the middle of that. I hate spiders. Too much webbing. That goes nice and quickly there. Bomp, bomp, bomp. Right, what's up this way? It is not a dead end. That's good. Splat. Yeah, I need to get something to stop me getting affected by webs. Webs are annoying. Step back, get a seismic slam on all of them, and leap out just before they explode. And I don't think we'd be in trouble, but it's best not to test these things. You get used to testing it, you get blindsided the one time it actually affects you, or you're standing on a desecrator thing and your resistance have been lowered or something like that. Stop throwing more webs down at me, you damn spiders. Right. This is not the way we want to go, but we can at least kill them and head back. They really slow down your progress like that. Very inconvenient of them. Focus on the blues. Someone hits me, they die by thorns damage. Of course, we will be much more mobile once we get the rest of this build put together. For the moment, we are just mostly ground-based. But we will be leaping around all over the place going, smash, Hulk smash, bah. Alright, so it's not this way either. Let's head across to the left. Ooh, extra experience. I'll certainly take that. Give me some Garrigan levels. Come on. And hopefully no spiders in this bit. Yeah, big ass hits. Smack. Hey! This is much more like it. Much more like it. And our Templar is still holding his own. I mean, he's obviously not killing things in the same way that I am, but he's not dying. So, you know, good on him. Good on him. I may eventually swap him over for the Enchantress and have them turning things into chickens, but for the moment he's still very, very good, and it's good having the extra healing that he provides. A number of times when that can become very useful, especially later on. In fact, I can't even count the number of times I've actually had my life saved by a Templar running in just in time with healing. And once he's invulnerable to damage, you can focus him into a reasonable support character. You know, you can get him increased block, give him the freeze of deflection, and then you can take advantage of his taunt skill as well. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do with him. Yeah, Justice Lantern and the freeze of deflection is a good combination for him once you've already got him invulnerable. What do we got over here? Channeling Pylon. Well, that'll allow us to do more earthquakes. I mean, they'll be not all the time, but they'll still be significantly faster than otherwise. Yep, smackety smack. Just get them killed with a seismic slam. What have we got? Oh, another conduit. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And of course, we kill everything immediately around us, and then we can't find any more. Garrigan 16. We are shooting up the levels at the moment. Ooh, and I can hear a goblin of some kind. Hello, goblin friend. Now, well, let's try and kill another couple of things, and then we'll go back for that. No, it's going to expire. Not to worry, not to worry. While we're heading back, we can put these points in. I think all of this stuff is going to want salvaging up. I can just have a quick look at... that's not terrible, but it's also, you know, it's worse than what we've got. It's tempting to hold on to that in case we do switch across to her, but no, we will salvage them all up. And drop these bits across here. Nothing that I really want to shift around as far as gems go. So back into the rift we go. To anyone new who's just started watching the stream, welcome. I hope you're having a fun day. This is, of course, a little bit unusual for me streaming in the middle of the day. I do have a day off work. So I thought take full advantage of it and get some progress done on our fun little Hulk character. Let's just stand out of that for a second. Grab all of these. Right, that should take care of the guys behind me. Stook, stook, stook. It is definitely not the most efficient way for us to kill things, but you know, every now and then, laying the smack down on some of the mobs is always fun. This looks a lot scarier than it is when they start spinning around like that. It's like, oh no! Hang on, wait, I'm actually quite tough at the moment. So yeah, we can ignore most of that. Arathon, you're going down, mate. I need your Greater Rift Keystone. Give it to me. That was 11 million I saw on a crit there. That's awesome. Right, Greater Rift Keystone. And some other bits and bobs, some more blood shards. Right. Let's go into our options. And is it under gameplay? Put on short numbers. Just to change things around a little bit. Right, we'll hand this in with Auric first. And then we'll go and salvage up the bits. Rift and roll. Okay, that's part of our season journey. Let's have a look at that. Finish the torment one. Yeah, cool. So we've still got the key wards to do at torment 4. That's going to be a while before we can do that. We've got the butcher at torment 2. We've got Urziel at torment 4 again. That's going to be a while. And GR20. That's kind of what we're working up towards. Salvage them up. We'll put this point into movement speed. We're gradually getting faster. It's always improving, always on the up. And on that point, we're going to, come on, we're going to jump in for another rift. And get some fun things and work on our Bane of the Powerful. Now, eventually, we might end up using Bane of the Powerful, actually. I don't remember specifically, and I don't have my screen up. But I know that we need to get all of the... let's put this up to level 11. I know that we want to get all of the legendary gems anyway. Yeah, that's reasonable progress, I'd say. Get him smacked down very quickly. Down you go. Down you go. And I think we're actually just going to push straight on. There is not much happening in there that we didn't already kill. No, he died from Thorn's damage. Well, that was a bit rude. You know, I went all that way to try and give him special murderous attention. And he was just like, nope. No, I'm going to die by some spiky sanguinary vambraces that you've got somewhere in a mystical cube. And I can't really argue with it. If he wants to die, he wants to die. Let's not stand directly on it. Right. All of your bits are taken care of. I really want to get to the vault. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that today, of course, because it's all random luck. But getting to the vault either from a puzzle ring or finding a goblin outside of Greater Rifts would be very nice. Because I want to be getting gold, and also I think we need to get the Boon of the Hoarder for one of the challenges. I'm pretty sure that the gold-based challenge is on this season. And if not, well, I mean, extra gold won't hurt. It means we can empower everything a lot easier. Let's just jump past. We don't actually need to fight everything. They are slowing us down. And if they keep chasing us, they'll die inevitably anyway. So, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Ooh, nice big room. Let's get a big smack across this room and they'll all come charging in. Although that guy that keeps running away is going to be a pain to actually kill. There we go, got him. Maybe not a pain to kill. One thing I was thinking of doing was having a look at the different things I have in my shouts. Because at the moment we've got Veteran's Warning, which will be useful later on for certain. But I don't know whether we need that extra dodge at the moment. Although, the faster we start moving things up, the more we will need it. So it's probably better to keep it on. I always tend to plan for the final build and then get myself set up with the skills that I'm going to be using for it as quickly as possible. Does slow down progress a little bit, but it means that I don't end up making mistakes on the way to the destination. Or at least I'm less likely to make mistakes on the way to the final destination. Not much in there. Let's focus our killing on you, and we'll just push on this way. Little stab there, little stab here, just to keep our frenzy going. Oh yeah, right. Seismic slam, smack them all down. Look at that. You can't hide from me, mate. I got everything, every trick in the book. I'll tell you what is weird. After having a cold, I always tend to get dry lips, and it's the middle of December, so it's cold outside as well. But it's just that feeling where you know you're better, like so much better than I have been for the past couple of days. But at the same time, talking feels weird because my mouth ends up feeling tight. It is the strangest sensation. Let's grab all of these. There's a reasonable speed rift that we're going through at the moment. Right, let's push on to the next area.
Not ready yet.
Get right in the middle of them so that all the thorns damage has extra benefit, killing more stuff. Let's grab that speed pylon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Ah, should have totally been able to jump across that. That's a tiny, tiny jump. Not to worry, we can always just charge around. Channeling pylon as well. Alright, let's get you taken out really quickly. What have we got? We've got some boots. We've got moratorium. And we've got a chest armor. Well, the boots may end up being boots we've already got. Moratorium, I do like, but it's not going to be what we need for this character. 3 failed at 80%? Wow, that sucked. That sucked so much. That's about a heart of iron. Sort of better heart of iron. Huh. And we're getting more toughness. We're losing a bit of strength. How are we losing a... Oh, we're losing damage just because we don't have all the sockets in it. Well, that's easy enough for us to fix. Let's head back to town. It is a better heart of iron. And what we'll do is we'll go to Shen and we'll put the sockets in it. No, not Shen. We'll go to Miriam and put the sockets in it. I know where we're going. There we go. And overall, that is just better. Shen. Let's take these out. And they can just go right in there. There we go. An improvement across the board. And these are Blackthorn's boots, aren't they? Oh no, it's the Immortal King's Stride. Well, we do need them, so that's actually quite good for us. Let's put them down here. We may as well buy our remaining tabs. Okay. So, I was going for... In fact, let's make both of these Barbarian ones. There we go. And that means these can be the Crusader ones. And the others I will decide what to do with later. But for now, you know, first bit of a set we're not going to use. This is going to go down here with gems we're not going to touch. And I may as well actually just... Do I want to salvage this up or do... I'll put it in the cube. I'll put it in the cube now. We're going to keep our Sanguinary Van Braces in there, but it means our other character will be able to use it. And it's not like we don't have spare materials. I mean, look at that. Off it goes. Oh yeah, I should actually hand this in. And then we can run and get another rift done. So, gems down. And, yeah. Alright, Garrigan Point goes into resist all. And we're going to jump straight back in, keeping it at Torment 1 for the moment. Yeah, Torkelly, I mean, that was pretty unfortunate. I mean, 80% chance. I mean, those are XCOM odds, those are. Let's just leap a little bit out of that. Will you guys quit exploding, like, on me? And quit making me run away. Like, quit running away yourself. I mean, stand and fight. Quietly. No, just stand there. Don't even fight. Just let me kill you. Let me kill you. Ooh, hello. All the seismic slamming right up in them. Now we are, of course, getting more Thorns damage now because our Heart of Iron is even better than it was. Oh, well, there's the exit, so, yeah, let's just push on. Allium.
Still recharging.
Nice open area. This could be quite quick, this one. If we get some good mobs dotted around out here. Death. Death and destruction. Just running through stuff and everything's dying around me. Oh, I was supposed to look at my skills, wasn't I? Oh, if I get a moment, I will double check that. I was also supposed to just remind where we are with our equipment, but I think that's been visible enough. Spartoi, Nomad of the Wastelands. It's not exactly Spartacus, but at least he's got a fun name. And there is a good number of packs in here. All dying from Thorn's damage. I mean, look at how quickly it tears through them. Obviously, we're not going to be playing like that all the way through forever, but for now, it's still quite fun to have it happening. Yeah, you're the real one. And more death threats, which are always nice. Alright, let's go up here, I guess. Oh, wrong way. I should have gone down and round. Let me add the extra experience. And what have we got up here? We got, ooh, more blues. Still dislike fire chains, but it's so much more fun when a whole bunch of illusions die together. Just watch them all go. Sorry, Amos. Startling my cat with the strange noises I'm making. Let's just leap over him. It's not actually worth our time. Put a seismic slam down there, kill a couple of things off. Alright, what do we got in here? Smack those books. Get the gold out of them. Right, we are out of our extra bonus experience, so just back to regular leveling speed now. Garrigan 22. Wow, we've already made it to there. That I'm pretty happy with. Let's not stand directly on that. Fire chains and laser beams. Oi! No thank you. Unsubscribe. Okay, we are getting pretty close to Rift Guardian time. Come on, open the chest. Every now and then it doesn't quite pick up where you're clicking. Or I end up clicking in the wrong place. It's hard to tell. I mean, the cursor is tiny compared with the items on the screen. What do we got? We got power. Oh, well. That's going to make things significantly easier. Hi guys, I'm just here to ruin your day really quickly. Come on, I'm trying to get to a Rift Guardian. Oh, we don't have the power pylon anymore, but the binder is very nearly gone anyway. And there we go. Another Great Rift Keystone, some more blood shards. And the world is a safer place. Right, let's put these points in. Yeah, absolutely shooting up the levels. Right, Auric. Let's get that handed in while we salvage this stuff up. Let's just check. Ooh, that is ever so slightly better than our current ring. We lose the extra experience, but critical hit damage shoots up. Yeah, we'll change it over for now. Yeah, mix it up a little. I think everything else can go. Let's just see. Is anything in here worth... That will increase your toughness a little bit. You have that. That'll increase your damage. So you can have that. And that will be better as well. I wonder if it's possible to... They're much of a muchness. You can keep that one. I don't care enough to micro which one is better and which one isn't. Wall of Man, we actually made that. It's a nice one. I will put this in here just in case I want to have it for my Crusader. Because it's a pretty decent shield. These can all get dropped off. And we're going to jump in with another Greater Rift. And I think we'll... Let's up it to 12 just to see how we go. Ooh, that's a lot of ranged crap. Nothing to worry about, but it's always worrying until you find out how survivable you are. I would love some blues there, or yellows. Smack, 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 smack. There's some more. Let's get down here and get the stabbing on them while we've got this speed bonus. I mean, look at that. Zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. There's another one. Cleaned him right out. And what have we got here? Pow pollen as well. Okay. Just in case we weren't sure if we were overpowered or not. Speed and power pylon. Zoom. Speed pylon's gone. Still got power pylon for a little bit though. Watch that. And single hits smacking their health down. Excuse me. I am still on the tail end of a cold, as I mentioned earlier. So you will get the occasional cough and snuffle, and I may sound a little bit like I'm underwater. I'm feeling significantly better though, which is why we're doing a bit of a daytime stream today. Right, that's all of our buffs run out, but look at the time. We've managed to save so much time with all that. Hello, ladies. Let's get you killed before you vomit up too many people. Let's not vomit on too many people, but vomit up too many people, because of course wretched mothers love summoning. Oh, bang! Just smacked her with the impact. Well, that was solid. Matt, we're going for... so for the entire season, I'm going to be doing Avengers-themed characters. And this is going to be the Hulk Smash character. So we're going for Leap Quake. That's the general plan. So we're partway there at the moment. Let's get the conduit pilot just to make things a little bit easier. Always love zapping at stuff with lightning. Especially when it's golden lightning, that makes it all the better. You know, just going for a casual walk through the hellish plains. Pandemonium. Electrocuting everything in sight. That's what we're doing. Garrigan 24. Still a way off where my brother is, but we are making good progress towards. Now, of course, when everything dies like that, that's our Sanguinary Vambraces triggering. They're not going to be part of the final build, but for the moment, they are doing us wonders for clearing out large groups quite quickly. Like that. Almost entirely like that. And generally, we're a pretty beefy character, so there's a lot of good things happening in this build. Alright, Rift Guardian time. Let's grab these quickly. Not that it's really going to make that much difference when we're fighting Rhyme, but it's nice to think that the Nephilim Valor will help. Oh, you missed 5 to 6 seasons. Well, sometimes it's good to take a break. If you're just playing all the time, sometimes you can get burned out on stuff. I know I can. And last season I didn't put a huge amount of time in because there was so many other things that I was trying to do. But this season we're going wholly Diablo. Oh, Wallafreed, welcome. Notifications 56 minutes late. That is sad. That is sad. Good to have you joining for the stream though. We are just about pushing Torment 1, Torment 2. It's still very early days with our Barbarian. Right, I may as well actually bring up my other screen so I can remind myself what gems I need for the future. Garrigan 25. Okay, so we do need Bane of the Powerful, Bane of the Trapped, and Bane of the Stricken. Obviously, we're kind of limited in what we've got at the moment. Get this ID'd, and while that's going on I can put these Garrigan points in. Well, Restraint. Well, Restraint isn't actually going to be part of... Oh no, it is. Yeah, we want both Focus and Restraint. Well, I better start wearing that then. Let's put it on instead of that one. Given it's better as well, I mean that kind of encourages you a little bit. We'll put the Gogok of Swiftness in there for now. It's not going to be in there for long, but it will help. And these can both get dropped off. So just as a yeah, totally. If I'd thought about it, then yeah, I would have shouted. But I completely dropped the ball on that. Sorry about that. So as a reminder, where we are, we're currently using the 3 pieces of the demon set for you know, just filling out our level 70 stuff. We've managed to get the Foundation of the Earth. We're still using the Slash of Knives from 69. We found a level 70 Heart of Iron, but we're struggling with equipment. We've got a Convention of Elements that we found a couple of moments ago, and obviously we've just found Restraint, which is going to be useful in the final build. Kadala, how are we doing with shards? Oh, we're doing enough that we can go after helmets. And disappointment. Full of disappointment. Still, I wouldn't expect anything else. How are you doing anyway, Rollerfrid? Are you having a good day? What are you up to today, even, I should ask? We're going to jump back in and get ourselves another Greater of Keystone. Hadric's Gift I'm actually going to have for the Crusader. So I'm saving that until later on tonight when I play with Matrix, because that's going to round out the Blessed Hammer build, at least for a little bit, and it'll help us push forwards a bit on there. So I could, but it's already been pre-allocated. I've not actually cashed it in yet, but it'll be ready to go when we start tonight. Because today's stream wasn't planned at all. It's an opportunity for me to just push forwards a little bit with the Barbarian and see if we can get some nice stuff without needing to spend all of our fun things. Come back here. Oi! Stop running. Oh, stop knockback. All those annoying things that I don't like. But yeah, because the Seeker of Light does suit the Blessed Hammer stuff, and I've got a lot of Blessed Hammer stuff going on at the moment, until I find the Cap stuff, I figured it would at least keep it thematically Thor. Oh, cool. Renovating a kitchen. Nice. Is that like full gut it and rebuild, or is it just like put some new units in and stuff like that? What's the level of work involved? Yay, more death breaths. Well, that was a waste of an earthquake. Not to worry, let's push on, we'll find some more mobs to murder. It comes back quickly enough, so I'm not that fussed. Right, what do we got down here? Nothing much. Let's head on up. Find some more things to kill. There we go. Seismic slam right down the middle. Sanguinary Van Braces is carrying a lot of the murder that's going on at the moment. Heart of Iron and Sanguinary are probably carrying me through to Torment 3, actually. Oh, right, so it's a full renovation. That's cool. I like that because, you know, when you're done, it actually feels like a brand new room. Yeah, of course. Of course. Loads left to do. So I do love DIY and I love renovating stuff. So it does actually sound like quite a lot of fun. And when it's someone else's place, you don't have to... Ooh, dear. You don't have to put up with the fact that you can't use your kitchen in the meantime. There we go. Get him all taken care of. Hey, Dark Shadow. Oh, you're just back from school? Welcome. I hope you're having a fun day. Give some seismic slam activity going in there. That'll clear out a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, yeah. Well, when the kitchen's not, like, available, you kind of have to have takeaway. Oh, ooh. Malevolent Tormentor. Come back, you little bastard! There we go. That should finish him off. A ring and a shield. Alright. What are we getting today? Oh, freeze of deflection. Awesome. Well, I was just saying earlier I could get the freeze of deflection for my temp life. This is Justice Lantern. That's going to be so funny. It's not. Iron Jesus hates me. That is kind of hilarious. I'll keep it. I'll keep it just in case I do decide to do Hawkeye or something. I was so excited as well. I was like, oh, look at this. It's so good. No. Iron Jesus hates me. That's my penance for not doing a stream announcement in Discord. I think that's what it is. I think secretly Wallafried is actually Iron Jesus. I think I would prefer a beer than the elusive ring. Oh well. We'll get something else out of this, and I think we can also definitely up the difficulty to Torment too. Because this is not massively challenging at the moment. And I know I'm kind of edging up a little bit, but I've already died this season, so... Lucifer! Iron Jesus and Lucifer. I like that. I like that. That's made me smile. Language humor is the best kind of humor. Is that one of the YouTube recommendations that's popped up for you? Shield pylon stand right in the middle. Grab all of this and let's get this one murdered. Hey, I just came in. Can't be jumping away from me when I'm jumping in on you. Right. There we go. Let's head back to town. I'll put these points in just down here. Right, I was going to check this very quickly. It doesn't say how long I suppose it lasts for 120 seconds. It doesn't say how long recent critical hits are. Because, I mean, I love Warcry. And that's the main reason we've gone for it. But Threatening Shout, I could change that. I'm not sure. We might end up changing Threatening Shout over later. We'll have to see how it goes. Deezy, Creasy, Elusive Ring. That can go down there with stuff I'm not going to use this season, but I don't want to throw away because, you know, it made a point of giving it to me. Alright. That's handed in with Auric. Let's up the difficulty now, and then we'll jump into a Greater Rift. Yeah, that's the plan, Wallafried, when I get to that point. I'm going to go through and I'm going to get the rest of the equipment first. But when I need Lutsux, we're going to make ourselves a brand new little baby Barbarian. And he will run the gambling gauntlet for us. Okay. Good start. Jump on in, gain a level. Damn spiders, though. Dislike spiders. And all the crap they entail. No, don't attack through the wall, just... let's get a seismic slam going back on those guys. While I find the next bits to do an earthquake on. This is not a particularly filled rift. Smack. So much smack. Oh yeah. Yeah, they are awesome. Yeah, I'm actually quite looking forward to getting them. I don't know if I want to get the rest of the equipment first, or you know, just hope to randomly find them, or if I want to just get straight on it with gambling. But we don't have the blood shards at the moment anyway, so it's a bit of a moot point. Stamp. I love power pylons. Come on, give me some more yellows. That's what I'm looking for. And I'll kill other things if they're in the area, but that's not the main point of this. No, he actually died, alright. There we go, we can get an earthquake in on that. I see you, giant chicken. No worries, Bensi. Good to have you joining for the stream. Get an earthquake in behind us as well. Just to help. Just to help. You! Nope. That was unfortunately queued up. Get this guy killed. Then we'll push it. Let's move on to the next area. I'm not really feeling that under that. Ooh, this looks good. Right, let's push on down this way. Man, it's like quiet forests. I mean, I understand you can't have like loads of mobs everywhere all the time, but so quiet. So quiet. Let's get a stun on this guy to stop him running away. Oi, no dodging. Dodging is cheating. Especially when it's actual dodging. Ooh, hello. Come here, Conduit Shrine. Oh, zap, zap, zap. All the fun of the Sparky Fair. Unless there's like absolutely nothing for us to move on and find, but... Let's go this way. Let's not be in the middle of all the explosions when they go off. Slightly suicidal occasionally, but in general, no. It is not my thing. Extra delicious purple orbs, though. I will take them every day. And Garrigan 29. Come here, doggies. Eat the delicious earthquake. Pretty quick, pretty quick. What are we getting? We're getting boots and the gematoxin. They're not going to be as good as our current boots, which is kind of funny. It could have given us anything else, but we can re-roll this into a different part of the set, which is certainly worthwhile for us. Okay, 4 so far. 5. All right, that was all right. Considering the luck that we've had so far, that was very, very well done. Okay. All right. Okay, what do we need to convert a set item? That gives us shoulders. I will take shoulders. So we've got 2 bits of the set already. We are losing the 25% area damage on hit, but that's probably worth it for the switch over. Shame about the Furious Charge, but we can get better ones as time goes on. So Earthquake, Avalanche, Leap, and Ground Stomp by 1 second for every 30 Fury we spend with an attack. Seismic Slam is going to keep us moving. That's what we like. Right, in the meantime, we can... Shen. Let's just make one of these in case it's got a socket in it. It doesn't. Let's make another one. Yep. That's the plan. Push up to getting a full inventory of level 1s, and then we'll... Oh, that's actually better for us. Which means these gloves can go... They are giving us thorns damage, but... you know, which is Hammer for the Ancients. We don't use that at all. Let's salvage up the crap we've got. Oh, delicious cake. I am so jealous. I want cake. I want cake so badly right now. I think, actually, if we go to Miriam, and Miriam, for the moment, let's... change the damage into... No, let's change the armor. We'll keep the percentage life for the moment. Because we're going to swap this out for something else anyway. And this will just get us in the habit of having 3 gems out. Come on. My cat is snoring on my lap. It's adorable, but it's also kind of creepy because he sounds like a ghost at a fun fair, like woo, woo, when he's snoring. It's very funny. Okay, let's jump in and we'll go for another rift. We're still obviously pushing up towards 630 shards, and then we'll do our gambling fun. Hello. There's someone. Killing everyone we can find because there's no one in the rift. No, he lived through that. That's a bit surprising. Bang! Everything dies. Everything dies from Thorn's damage. That's pretty much what happens. So with the cooldown on our Earthquake and Leap and stuff being decreased when we spend Fury, we're going to be moving around a hell of a lot more, but also stamping a hell of a lot more. And it's not quite worth us changing over the type of Earthquake we've got, but soon it will be. Just leap down, drop an Earthquake. Let's drop another one for anything that follows us. But this has been quite a dull start of a rift. I am very surprised. Garrigan 31! We are slowly making headway on where my brother is. That was fun. That was a little bit challenging, but we had it under control with management of resources. You know, popping Seismic Slam when we needed the cooldown ready for Leap, having Leap ready to get us out of there in case of it actually being really, really dangerous. I was happy with that engagement. Oh, have you sent me a picture? Have you sent me a picture of your delicious cake? I'm going to have to check this out. Alright. Oh. Yeah, now I want cake even more. Now I want cake even more. No, you didn't send me a pic. No. That was several pics. It was gratuitous is what it was. In a delicious way. Now, making stuff take 25% extra damage is very awesome. What's my crit chance? 26. So, probably not quite high enough that switching over to the other one will be a damage increase, but we do a lot of crits. Right, that didn't actually take off much health. It's good to test now and then, while it's nice and quiet. This is not the way I need to go. This way! Hello, everyone! Zoom, zoom, zoom. That was pretty effective. Alright, who have we got? Oh, we got Captain Leapy Stompy, Bloodmore. Ah, see, that's the thing I love, because if someone really enjoys baking, they do such a better job. I mean, even if it's like their first time, you know, just the effort that they put into it. They pay attention, you know, just that little bit of extra observation during the baking process. I think it makes the final result so much better. Yeah, Rift Raff. Okay, let's put that Garrigan point into movement speed again, and we're going to salvage all of these down. We've still got loads of time to go. We've got 2 Greater Keystones though, so we can actually start burning them. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button, he says, after stamping on the ground. Now, when we switch over to loot socks in the cube, we are going to lose the Sanguinary Vambraces. So it will move us around faster, but it will decrease our general killing abilities, I'd say. At least until we kind of get more into the swing of actually doing what we're supposed to be doing with this build. Which seems like a strange thing to say. Yeah, until we start playing this build properly, it's going to slow us down. Well, let's go down this way. Oh, if I'd seen these guys were here. And it does save me from a multitude of sins at the moment. I think if we go up this way rather than down to the right, it'll put us in a better position. I think there's more chance that the rift is going to continue this way, and I think the other one's probably going to... Hello, Blues! Look at you being all sneaky and stuff. But at least we'll have them. So, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Yeah, so gambling for the loot socks, at least we'll have them ready to go. But we are sort of adopting the right playstyle for this build now anyway. And it's kind of funny how subtly it ends up changing the playstyle. We still need to find a Band of Might, of course. At least I think it's the Band of Might that will allow us to leap and take reduced damage. Right, he's dead before the frozen goes off. I haven't actually seen... Did you put that up just the other day? Because either that's like crazy high levels of Paragon, or you're just incredibly awesome. Both of which are believable. Both of which are believable. Ah, Pix of the Clear. I don't think I've properly paid attention to... because I've been so under the weather the last 4 or 5 days, I've barely looked at Discord. When my American friend was visiting, we were out exploring London. But other than telling Greg that I couldn't make the Tuesday because my broadband was out, and then sleeping on the sofa for a couple of days, I've not really been on there. Oh! Yeah, the leaderboards one, I saw that very quickly. That was excellent. I didn't see your gear for that though. But yeah, hitting the leaderboards, that was awesome. And that's something that I hope I'll be able to do, but at the bottom level. That's a long way off if that's the case for me. Yeah, I thought it could be. Cheers for double checking that though. I appreciate that. Garrigan 34. So much ranged poison crap everywhere. Band of Might of Leorix. And yeah, when I first started gambling, I didn't have either. I just ended up getting a whole ton of crap yellow rings. I think I even got a blue ring as well. It was very disappointing from Kadala. And he's gone. Get a polearm and Bane of the Stricken. Right, Bane of the Stricken is actually one of the ones we want. So let's start upgrading that. And that can swap over for the Gem of Toxin, I think. Hey, 5 for 5. Garrigan 35. All right, Shen. Let's swap this out. Put that up in there. Oh yeah, yeah, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Heart Slaughter looks better than it is. Like visually looks better. That can just go. And we'll put that point in there. We'll do another Greater Rift, and then we'll think about creating a level 1 character. So, let's push this to level 15. It seems to be going alright for us. That was the wrong order of things to do. I could have been decreasing my cooldowns a lot more sensibly. Haha, I love it. I love it so much. All my spinning axes, and then they just go zoom away at the end. It's brilliant. So good. All the delicious purple orbs. This is going pretty well so far. Let's get in and get another earthquake going on these. Yeah, for the mighty weapons, I could always make one. That's not going to be a problem, but yeah, upgrading is probably going to be the way I end up getting that. Yeah. Power pylon. That was a little bit overkill. Let's just push on to the next area. Okay, nice selection of mobs up this way. Nothing back though. Let's head down and see what we can find. Come on, follow me. Everyone together. There's a nice little group. Oh, 1 in 6. Well, even better chance then. But yeah, definitely going to be upgrading for that because it's just too many other potential options that could go badly. Stab. Right, let's stop messing around with these fools. We'll just push on to the next bit. Which way are we going? We're going this way. They're not going to be around for long. There we go. I wonder if the axes that you throw out with Frenzy can be reflected back at you. Oh, that looks like there's a yellow mob down here. Yeah, there he is. Let's do an earthquake underneath it because that's totally how you kill bats. It's a legitimate combat tactic. Hey Adam, good to have you joining. Hope you're keeping well, mate. I still have today off work. I've got tomorrow off work as well, so I may end up doing a little bit of streaming tomorrow as well. But I figured we would do some more on our Hulkbuster. I need to recolor some of his equipment, but we are sporting the purple cut-off shorts. And he's dead. D-E-D, dead. Alright, if you really want me to kill you, I guess I will stop and I will kill you. Alright, who else is down here? That was probably a bit overkill. Do I care? Not so much. Will my cooldowns be back in a moment? Well, they kind of already are. You're still sick, mate. I'm sorry to hear that. There's definitely some nasty stuff going around at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. I sat around in a dressing gown for a couple of days. In fact, I don't think I even moved from the sofa other than to feed the cats. Apparently, I went out to buy cat food. Because I have a photo that I sent my girlfriend of me wrapped up like the Michelin Man. But I don't remember actually going to the shops. Ah, there we go. Soloist. And we get Pain Enhancer for our trouble. Okay, so we're going to keep putting into Bane of the Stricken at this point. Another 5 for 5. That was pretty nice, pretty nice. I do like Pain Enhancer. Pain Enhancer can be crazy good, but not specifically for this build. Let's head back. Let's hand these in. And we've probably got enough for us to go start gambling for loot socks. So we'll put this this bunch of Garrigans in. 1, 2, 3. Let's salvage up this and we'll drop off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, we're down to just under 1 million. Okay. Let's make ourselves a new Barbarian. It's entirely possible. I mean, it's easy to get to the store, and I know the type that I need to get if the main delivery hasn't arrived. Switch hero. Create. Barbarian. Mule. Hardcore seasonal, gotta remember that. Adventure mode. Okay. Can't even leap over to Kadala. That's how young this Barbarian is. So we are going for boots. And what do you know? Loot socks. We also want ring, ring, ring. No, we didn't get lucky on that, but we got loot socks. So these are going to go in. And we can select them with our other character. In fact, let's salvage these bits up at least. So we get some crafting spots, and also so we've got spare inventory space. There we go. Yeah, we're doing quite well on the Garrigan levels as well. 38. Let's go back to Bannerman. In fact, I can get rid of that spare guy. Let's delete him. Who else? I suppose I could just clear out a load of the old ones, but I don't need to. So, Bannerman. Okay, so cube powers. Bomb, bomb, bomb! We're losing Sanguinary Van Braces, of course, doing this, but it's still cool. Right, so, die. Foresters die. Foresters die, and I needed to make that. Which one was it I liked? I think that was it. And this. I think it was actually this boring closed one. Some of the others are just a little bit OTT. Yeah, we'll keep it with this for now. Oh, I needed to dye the shoulders as well because they're new. There we go. I'm happy enough with that for how it looks. Right, we wanted to make this, however, look... Oh, well, no, you can't do it with heart carver. Ooh. Oh, that's fine. It's fine for the look and feel. Yeah, the two-handed mighty weapon is going to make a big difference. That's one we're going to have to do through upgrading. I found the elusive ring earlier today. I mean, that was such a complete piss take. But for the moment, we need to get some more Greater of Keystones. So let's hop in again. Yeah, more death breaths. Always welcome. I can't wait until we're actually causing quakes under our feet when we land. This place feels a little bit dangerous. Just a little bit. There we go. Hurrah! Hurrah! This is what the build is supposed to be about. I have to say, it is a lot of fun. You leap around, you stun things, and you move on. There's nearly enough for it to reset the cooldown on leap as well, doing that. I see you trying to do your own thing down here. That ain't gonna happen. Stomp, stomp, stomp. There's a nice little group. Come back here. You're trying to hide. There we go. Little bit dangerous, little bit damaging, but it's certainly playing faster and furiouser. We'll call this one the Fast and the Furious Hulk Drift, I think. So, the Band of Might, and I think it might be the Girdle of Giants or Dread Iron. We need that. We need the rest of the Earth set, because we've only got 2 pieces of that. But overall, this build has come on quite far already. And the Blade of the Tribes, if I didn't already mention that. Oh, and we need focus as well, because we've got restraint, but we don't have focus yet. And that's kind of why I'm in 2 minds is for gambling for gems, because... sorry, not gems, for rings. Because I could gamble at this point and still potentially get the Band of Might and focus. Or we could switch to the level 1 character, gamble, get the Band of Might, and then come back and hope to get it there. Haha, yes. Let's not get frozen today. How about that? Ooh, gimme that emerald. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's the way we like it, Adam. That's the way we like it. Quick lame jokes that make people chuckle a little bit. Yeah, I was complaining about RNGesus earlier, and Wallafried came up with Lucifer as the counterpart. I thought that was really good. Right, get some stabbing in, and... looks like this may... No, this is not the way on. This is. So much more mobile. Really makes a huge difference. And pretty much one seismic slam can take the cooldown on leap all the way down. What's in the chest? Nothing of note. Hello, guys. Well, let's get a little earthquake up with you. You're frozens, which I don't like. That doesn't mean I can't murder you like everyone else. Let's not stand directly in the middle of what you're doing. Although you're so fat, I can't see what you're doing. Right, Garrigan 40. Don't run away from me, lady. Stamp to make sure she stays still while getting afflicted by all the stuff I've put underneath her. There we go. Bracers and a Greater of Keystone. Let's head back to town and we'll hand this in. Oh, Nemesis bracers. Nice. Well, let's see what those messages are. And a whole bunch of emails. Oh! Ah, Torkelly, if you're still there, thank you very much. Normally I'd see that as a notification on my other screen, but for some reason it didn't come up. That's very generous of you. Right, let's ID these. Ah, look at that. Andariel Skull. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you're still there. I would have felt so bad if you weren't still watching and I'd completely missed that. Right, let's do that. And the Skull of Resonance is better. We'll wear that. And we don't care so much about Thorns damage, so we'll wear that as well. Right. Salvage that down. Salvage that. And we need to change the look and feel of our helmet again. It's always the way. Right, so this needs to look like that one. And we need it to be green. There we go. You gotta look the part. So I'm on the 30-second cooldown Earthquake, and in addition, because I've got 2 bits of the Foundation of Earth, when I'm using Fury for attacking, it reduces the cooldown. And the Seismic Slam I've got uses all of my Fury in one go. So the two end up really stripping it down a lot. So the plan is generate Fury quickly and then burn through it quickly so that you can Earthquake again. And it seems to be working. It seems to be working. Alright, well, seeing as we've got a Greater Rift Keystone, let's hop on in and do a Greater Rift. We can't empower it anymore. Let's go for Torment 3. And if this goes well, we can up the difficulty to Torment 3 as a whole. Of course, it could end up going very badly as well. Let's not be right in the middle of that. Okay, still manageable. We didn't trigger a death. We'll get a big stamp going on there. But yeah, it will reduce the cooldown more if I have more Fury ready to go. But generally speaking, it does quite well. It might be a bit spicy, but at the same time, I'm going to be getting more experience and levels faster. So it's a tough call. If I can do Torment 3, I mean, that would be very nice. Did he just give me the finger? Yeah, look at that. When they come up to you the first time, they stand there and they're like... Wait, hang on. I should actually kill them before doing gestures at the camera. Smack, smack, smack. All of the damage, all of the fun. I haven't seen the Templar freeze anyone yet, but I'm sure if we go for boss fights and the key wardens and stuff where he actually gets into combat and gets hit a lot, then that'll happen naturally by its course. Cool. Alright, let's get these guys taken care of quickly. We are, of course, on a timer for this, so it's good to see that we can do it, but we've not really found many yellows or blues. There we go. Take out the big one that I'm a little bit worried about and everything gets better. Oi, don't smack me in the face. There we go. I think we've made up a little bit. There we go. Hello, you. Ooh, Garrigan 41. Alright, grab these. Oh yeah, I've got Nemesis braces on now. Gotta remember that. Because that can massively change the way I engage with shrines. It's fine though, it's all fine. It's supposed to be a little bit hairy, right? That's how you know you're alive. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's fine if it has ever actually made it onto my famous last words list. I think I normally end up saying something equally foolish just before dying. We've certainly shot up a hell of a lot more in terms of our time at the moment.
Still recharging.
Ooh, shield parliament. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Teleporter, illusionist. Kill the little doggies as well. Don't care about the Frozens because we've got the shielding pylon. Let's have a look down here and see what we've got. Get the earthquake on these guys, and that's pretty much how we're going to be playing this. Leap around into the groups, find out where the best place to drop the earthquake is. And eventually, as we're leaping, we're going to be dropping earthquakes anyway, and they're going to be doing even more damage. It's a good time to be a barbarian. Hulk smash! Roar, roar, roar. This is true. Sometimes I say that getting into a sticky situation. But you're right, it is normally an after comment. What are we going to do with these? We're going to grab all of them, and that's it. Let's put that Garrigan point in to movement speed. Every little helps. I don't think there's going to be quite enough down here, so I think we're going to have to go up the other way. %. Yeah, monster. There we go. Let's get a nice little earthquake ticking you guys along. Any more for any more? No, we're moving on to the next bit. Alright. 98% we made it to. Hello, Saxtress. So good to kill you again. I'm assuming at this point because it's a relatively fair assumption to make it's going to happen. And you're pretty much standing still, but this is probably the limit of what I can manage. That was 541 chest and invigorating gemstone. Okay. Well, let's carry on putting into these at least. Oh, well, 1 out of 4. A little bit disappointing. A little bit disappointing. I know. I know. Ain't it pretty? Then again, no, it's not better than what we've got either. Overall, it is just a little bit disappointing. Alright, well, we'll salvage that up. Gone. And we can put these other bits down in here. Right, let's just do a little bit of logistics very quickly. Let's just see what the other messages that came through a moment ago were. Seeing as my notification system isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. Alright. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, clear. There we go. All fine. All back to normal. In fact, let's take that off charge as well because it doesn't need to be wasting any electricity. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, some of the really old items have kind of fallen from grace, and I think in D3 it's because Tyrael is actually secretly wearing his proper armor, and what he's done is he's just put another thing out there that's just like a really bad knockoff copy. I need to hand this in. All right. Thank you. Okay, so that's going in resist all. That's going in cooldown reduction. I will up it 1 more level. But we will have to, of course, take it a little bit carefully. So it's going to give us more gold, more XP, better item drops, etc., etc. Alright, let's jump into another Greater Rift, get ourselves another Greater Keystone. We still need the Bane of the Trapped. Not a bad start, not a bad start. Good stomping action. I do love to stamp. We'll get that earthquake down. I probably could change over the earthquake that I'm using, so let's just have a look at that. So we're using the Mountain's Call at the moment. So significant extra damage. Everyone gets pulled into it. Freezing enemies or tremors following us, which is hilarious. I think Molten Fury is the one we're going to want to go for in the end. So let's start using that and we'll see how it goes. Now the cooldown is doubled, so we're not going to be doing it nearly as often. But the cooldown is going to be reduced by all of the fury we're spending doing this stuff. If this doesn't feel right, then we can always change it back temporarily. But eventually we're going to want to be on it for the leap effect, if nothing else. Exit stage left. Oh, don't make me run away. That's even more annoying than just being rude about stuff. Stop making me run away. Run away stuff is annoying. I don't mind, like, being in a face-to-face fight and I choose to run away, but... No, I think I'm going to change Earthquake back. It's just 30 seconds difference between the two is a bit huge. That's brilliant. Tyrell's shite. So we'll keep it on the mountain school for now. Does a little bit less damage, but at the same time, I think it's going to make everything a hell of a lot more manageable. There we go. All taken care of. What's up this way? Any more for any more. And it does make a difference having one out at pretty much all times. Man, can you imagine if we had Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac as well with it? I mean, obviously this build won't need that. But that'd be crazy turnaround time. Ah, you're a blue. That's why you're taking a while to die. Well, let's help killing this at least. Okay, that's the smackdown on you done. And your friend is gone. Yeah, we can definitely survive T3. It can be a bit hairy at times, as we've all agreed, but it's manageable. We haven't triggered a death yet. Yeah, I didn't even panic about it. I was just like, nope. Let's get out of here. But I think that's one of the things that this game does very quickly teach you if you play on hardcore is what's something you can actually get out of and what's something you can't. And you kind of learn to accept the inevitability of some situations. Especially when you've died as many times as I have. Right, let's just back out of that first batch of frozen stuff that was going off. Oh god, even more frozen. Stop it already. I'm all for a bit of frozen fun, but, I mean, seriously. No. Thank you. Now, I would say go die in a fire, but I'm assuming that being a molten actually counts as like dying in a fire when your body explodes underneath you. So it kind of ends up being a bit of a useless insult. Ooh, no, I don't want to die over the fire. Not for me. No, thank you. Take a hard pass at that. No, Bruce Banner is not a fan of Frozen. I mean, it's a good film, but it's still not a brilliant thing for him. Yeah, he's more of a fan of like the A-Team and Airwolf and things like that. We'll be, you know, back here having some fun, not being in the middle of that murder-death area. Thank you. Oh, geez, quit it with the Frozen stuff already. It would be fine if it was just Frozen, but Frozen with the laser beams as well. There we go. Let's fight them over here. Right. Stay still. Don't run away. Yeah, it definitely takes us longer to kill stuff at this level, but I think our leveling speed is still on point for what we want. And also, this is actually really good for us because knowing that the key wardens we need to do are going to be Torment 4, we're not far away from being able to do that. And obviously I wouldn't go near them right at the moment, but we're not much equipment away from drastically being able to change how we're handling things. Hey there, Helldog. Good to have you joining for the stream. How are you doing today? I know, it's brilliant, isn't it? I feel like I need Tal Rasha's equipment when I'm causing those impacts on the ground, you know, so I can get some meteors in here. Was it overkill? Maybe. Was it fun? Definitely. Right, where am I actually going? Probably down that way? Ah, glad to hear it, mate. Let's put this Garrigan point in. No. I need to be better at jumping. This is something that we know. Massive murder. We still haven't seen many packs of blues and yellows, other than like annoying frozen ones, but they've just taken us time to kill rather than actually feeling like a challenge, you know, like, oh, we've got to back away out of the corridor because, you know, you can't fight frozen laser beams in a corridor. Alright, let's go down this way. You see that? That was jump, jump, drop an earthquake, and then jump back out. That felt cool. That felt really cool. Oi. Alright, I guess the way on is not here. Please hold while we re-establish our normal service. I think we're heading up this way. Oh, how would that work? Is that just because he'd be attacking more and be in the middle of everything more, or or does Yongjang Do increase your chance to actually trigger stuff? Nope. Actually clicked off the window then for a moment. That wasn't cool. That was the panic exit stage left happening. Not so much panic, actually. More just like, need to get out of here right now. Let's get that happening before problems occur. God damn it. Quit with locking me in place, guys. Right. Let's back off a tiny bit while I sort my windows out again. Right, this goes back over here. This goes back down there. Right, let's refresh that just for a second. I don't know what you're talking about, Twitch. Stop complaining. The rest of it is all fine, but I do want to get my equipment window up. There we go. Much better. Right, where was I? Oh, I remember. I was murdering everyone. And going pretty solidly with that, I might add. Ooh. Frenzied Shrine. Ah, more nightmarish, annoying things. Stab, 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 stab. There we go. Now, all ash with things that are potentially going to make me run away nearby would not be fun. That, however, is much better. Get your stun on. Just quit it already. That's not fun. It's not clever. What are we going to get? We got nothing from that one. Well, I mean, we got the Star Helm, but, I mean, yeah. Alright, well, we'll see what Maximus is like. Well, we know what Maximus is like, but we'll hand it in at least. And we did get ourselves a Greater Rift Keystone, which is the most important thing. Yeah, right. So, Maximus can go over there. We'll salvage up this stuff. And we'll hop on in for another Greater Rift. And we're actually getting a good number of blood shards at least. We'll keep it on Torment 3. We may as well not empower it at this stage, because that's just going to eat all of our money. Oh yeah, look at all the initial murder. Do not like nasty things breathing on me. We're doing alright at shooting ahead of this. Ah, Weird Ward Ring. Okay, freeze and stun in AoE. Gotcha. Yeah, that could be cool. And that's the main thing we want. We want to be killing stuff in AoE as much as possible. And stunning it when it's in the area ready to go. It's interesting that these guys are getting confused. I do need to check on my equipment what it is that's causing that. It may actually be my weapon. No. It will be something on my equipment. Something that's been added today, because we weren't doing it this morning. Well, that was a bit pants. I was expecting them to actually, like, come closer. Fine, I mean, I can kill them at semi-range. There we go. Yeah. Leap at those bookcases. Stomp! We get an earthquake down here, and hopefully they'll be encouraged to come down the stairs and die at me. And we can do some stomping murder up here. Hey! Oh, there was two of them, that's why. Well, at least I didn't get a chance to get that frozen off. Zoom, 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 zoom. Channeling pylon. Everything seems to be taking an absolute butt ton of damage at the moment. Right, let's move on. While we've got this speed and channeling combination, I mean, that is pretty damn powerful. Oh, yeah. Internet latency, frost, and molten combo. You could throw Vortex in that for the perfect storm if you want. You know, just after you think you've got away, you get pulled right back in just before the explosions get triggered. Yeah, I don't know where that confuse is coming from, but it is incredibly useful. So I'm glad it's on our equipment somewhere. I'm going to have to find where it is because I want to... It is an underappreciated skill, I would say that. Or underappreciated attribute. Possibly going to be on our helmet, actually. Because we have changed over a couple of bits of equipment this session. Braces as well is another option. Alright, let's get the Rift Guardian done, and then we'll have a quick review of our equipment. Oi! Don't run away straight after I do all the fun stuff. Completely defeats the whole point in me. Right. Leap. Earthquake. Leap. Leap. Seismic Slam. There we go. That kept him in for a while at least. And that is the best we've done so far. Boyarski's Chip. Which we don't care about at the moment, but would have been fun if we'd been going Massive Thorns. And, oh, look at the crown, look at the crown. I think we'll go for, let's alternate between the two of them. Oh, come on! That's just bad form, that is. Failing 4 at 60%. Alright, we'll put that in. And how are we doing for time? We're like 10 past 3. Alright, let's salvage that up, salvage that up. And we will put these off. Okay, so Broken Crown, I suppose that should get ready to go in the cube at some point. Boyarski's Chip, this comes down here. Right, let's organize these. In fact, those are all fine for what they're doing. Let's have a chat with Kadala. I think we'll go for belts, actually. Girdle of Giants. Actually, one that I want. We'll put the Sash of Knives in the cube. So next up, Threatening Shout has the chance to charm enemies. It's the Skull of Residence, of course. Well, that's kind of hilarious. I mean, I like that just because we're going around doing Threatening Shout all the time anyway, so we'll keep that for as long as we can. So that means the next things we want to go for are probably going to be hands or legs, or both. Alright, legs didn't exactly work out. Hey Arthur, it's good to have you joining. Yeah, I saw your comment before, but I didn't actually welcome you in properly. Alright, we'll salvage these off. And I think we'll do a little bit more. Let's jump in to another regular rift. Anyone in here? Oh yeah, Seismic Slam increasing the damage of Earthquake is pretty significant now. Because we're going to have whole different tactics. So Seismic Slam, then an Earthquake. See, I'm wondering whether it also increases the active Earthquake damage as well. Because it could do. Smack him! There we go. Death Breaths. Okay. If we do that, we do get a little thing. Right, okay. I just needed to check to see if we actually got an indicator for it. And I'm assuming that when you trigger the Earthquake, it will last with that damage. It does mean that they end up working kind of... Oh, geez, this is going to freeze us. That's alright. Yeah, because normally I'd want to do it the other way around. I'd want to put an Earthquake down and then a Seismic Slam. So it could be that it still affects the ones that are there, but I don't know for certain. Why, thank you, Adam. You can be my Samwise any day. Or my Boromir, but I mean, Boromir died. There may not be a One Ring, but that's not exactly the point of it. It's the sentiment, much like Christmas. Garrigan 48. Definitely getting the Skull of Resonance has helped with some of the larger groups. And also, the Skull of Resonance means I don't need to get the Enchantress, because I was thinking of switching over to her just for that that charm ability. What have we got? We've got more experience. Ooh, hello. Get the big hits on him, yeah! Now we just murder his friends. Yeah, when things stick around onto the convention of elements for the skills we're using, you can really notice the difference. Let's put that Garrigan point into area damage before I forget. And if I want to be making good progress forwards, I should really be paying attention to what it's at before I start activating the various skills. But, I mean, that's going to take effort. Maybe once I start really pushing with the character. But at this stage, I don't think it's really that necessary. Let's hurry this up a bit. Certainly with Earthquake, I should be watching for the lightning. There we go. Get the enhanced lightning damage up in there. Oh, Adam, I know it's Aragon. I was just waiting to see what your reaction would be. I'm sorry, that was unfair. Still a ranger though, not just like a random dude. At least I think Boromir was still a ranger. Certainly he was a soldier of Gondor, so... Still more than just your average mook. Yeah, mess them all down. Exactly. As long as he's better than a regular man. I used to play a game called Troubles of Middle-earth, which was a roguelike based around Angband and things like that. And I always used to remember that, that they were the class that you would pick. They'd already seen a lot, so you gained experience slower, but you started off with enough stat boosts that it was totally worth taking longer to level up. It's like stronger, faster, wiser. Had like +3 to everything across the board. Let's get some killing done. This rift is not massively busy. At least it hasn't been up until now. Okay, what do we got down here? Oh, only experience. And oh no, it's not just an empty room. Well, it's not a particularly full room, but slightly more than just nothing going on here. Slightly more. Not much more, but hey, conduit pylon, alright. Get right down in the middle of this guy.
Need more time.
What do we got? What do we got? Yeah, making it through in time. Okay. That's probably all we're going to get out of that conduit pylon. So let's grab these bits. And then we'll move on. That sped things up a bit, didn't it? Hello, mobs. Mm-hmm. There we go. Decent seismic slam in the middle of an earthquake. That combination is a good one. Whack! And they are done. Alright. Let's grab another couple of things. I think after this I'll do one more Greater Rift and then I will take a break to get some food. Because I haven't had lunch yet. But I do hope you are all enjoying this, of course, and to thank you all for tuning in. It's so nice to have a bunch. I wasn't sure how many people I'd end up with doing a daytime stream, because normally I'd be at work at this time. And of course we are going to be back later on this evening playing with our Crusaders. It'll be me and Matrix working forwards. He's got a bunch of adventuring that he's done while I've been on annual leave. And unfortunately poorly, and without point. It's been a terrible week, actually, as far as actually making any progress goes. But hopefully we're getting that all fixed today. We've nearly made it up to Garrigan 50, so I'm pretty happy with our progress overall. Let's get that now. I do love that earthquakes underneath these can cause them damage. It's totally how physics works. Totally how it works. Oh, hey! Not helpful. There we go. It's almost certainly not going to be my end. I've got clear broadband and I'm only using like a tiny amount. Also, I'm getting green lights from my side on YouTube, so I'm assuming it's either their servers or your connection to them. But cheers for mentioning it, Adam, just in case, because I never actually end up looking across at that screen, so. All the smacking, all the stamping, everything we can do about this. There we go. 2 greater rift keys. Alright, fine. We're going to do 2 greater rifts rather than 1 greater rift. The game is insisting on it, and I can't say no. Right, let's close this off. We'll salvage up our stuff. Right, let's put Razor Strop in the cube before I forget about it. We've almost got enough to upgrade a weapon. Now that's a lot of cool stuff we've got. Okay, so drop. Right, let me just see what those messages are. Delete that, and no, I don't want to do a survey right now. Okay, what I do want to do is I want to put this Garrigan point in over here. And let's push on to Garrigan 50 with a greater rift. We'll keep it at Torment 3. I'm happy enough with that. Yeah, I'm still here just for a couple of minutes. And hey, Andre, good to have you joining for the stream. Electrified, frozen pulse, wormholes, thunders. Yeah, this guy's not fun. Let's get an earthquake going up your bum. Earthquake up your bum.com. Don't actually check if that exists. It probably does exist, and it's probably not a very nice site. Well, unless like that's the kind of thing you're looking for. But again, still not recommended, especially if you're on a work machine or a school machine. No, don't Google that at school. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. Get the smackdown going on these fools. WWF action going right here. Just like wham! Wham! And this is without actually doing an earthquake under everything we do. Alright, let's head up this way. One left. And he's sort of working for us, so I mean... There we go. Much better on time. I'm not sure what you mean by PJ there, Andre. Ah, he's shielding. Let's not and say we did. There we go. Let's just go away, leave them to die behind us. And what have we got? Yeah, we got some more random mobs. Get an earthquake going on these. Yeah, once we're doing earthquakes by just leaping, it will be a lot easier for us. A lot more damage being put out. But that's always the way, isn't it? We got our mobility from Lutzok's, so that's been ticked off. We've got half of focus and restraint, so that's also going well. Still need the Band of Might. Cheers for acting as translator, Adam. I mean, my Spanish is worse than my French, and my French is pretty damn bad. Oh, that was rude. Don't be moving me around. I choose where I go. And apparently I go the wrong way. Not to worry though. We'll find more mobs to kill in just a moment. It's all good stabby fun. And that chance to charm with the resonating skull is pretty good. I think that's possibly the most surprising thing that I've learned today. Bit too much electricity on my bottom there. Also, the fact it can charm elites is astounding as well. Conduit pylon, oh yeah. Let's be over here, out of the death area. I don't know what actually caused enough damage to kill him there. I suppose it could have ticked around on the convention of elements, maybe? Let's back off just a tiny bit. Yeah, sometimes we end up doing like so much more damage than I was expecting in an area. Yes. So I'm doing Avengers themed characters. This one is the Hulk themed character, Hulk Smash. And the Crusader is supposed to be a Captain America, but he's turning into more of a Thor build at the moment because I keep finding Blessed Hammer stuff. No. Thank you. Shielding mortar fire chains. Oh man, they got shielding on. You can't even see the shielding. Right, there we go. Immediate threat done. Let's put that Paragon Point in over there. Yeah, so this is kind of my secondary character. The main character is the Crusader, which I'll be running later on today. We're at 3:30 at the moment. Probably 8 o'clock I'll be streaming a couple of games with my brother. We'll do Victor Vran first of all. And then we'll do some Divinity Original Sin. And then we'll switch back to Diablo 3 around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock UK time. And that's kind of normal for our gaming sessions. And yeah, the Crusader, he's got a Crusader, I've got a Crusader. We're doing dual Crusaders and they're both going for Captain America. So flinging shields around, bouncing off everything in sight. Lots of fun. But my plan for this season is to have Avengers-themed characters as much as possible. It may not be the strongest build for the season, but I like them being thematic. I finally got around to watching Spider-Man Homecoming yesterday. That was good. That was actually really good. I was worried that they were going to screw the pooch, so to speak, with yet another Spider-Man film, but no, it worked really well, and I think it fits in well with the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well, which is very important. There we go. Not the fastest we've ever done. Oh, some more set boots, because, you know, boots are the only thing we're finding this season. Or is it another Immortal Kings? It is, but it's better than the other one that we have. Well, that's kind of cool. Alright, well, let's head back to town. Sorry, I won't be a second. Right, let's hand this in. Wait, I forgot to actually talk to... Because we've got 2 Greater Rift Keystones, I actually forgot that was a Greater Rift. Right. 1, 2... 3, 4, better.
I am returning to town.
Oh yeah, totally. And I do think that the Amazing Spider-Man was brilliant, and the Tobey Maguire one after the first one kind of fell a bit flat. I think that's a pretty fair reflection. But this one works really well, and I think he is a good casting call for it. Excuse me. Right, Teguk, that can go in there. And now we'll actually hand it in and go in for another. Garrigan 52, oh yeah. Yeah, it's not been going a massive amount of time. Let's see, can I... Which one is it? No. Can I find out when? No, the news doesn't quite go back far enough. Not to worry. But yeah, it's only been going a short period of time. Right, let's keep it at a Torment 3. I'm happy enough with our progress and survivability, and that's kind of the important combination. Oh, if I'd seen this guy was right here. That is typical, though. All the damage stacks. There we go. Let's get back on track. And this one's almost gone already. Much better. Hitting that lightning convention of elements with Earthquake really does pop it. It's just like bang! Just like that. A Skull of Resonance charm is a huge chance, though. That's absolutely massive. Right, let's move on. We don't need to kill him. Corn mac and cheese has got him. Sorry, absolutely disgusting sniffing on camera, I know, but I can't actually reach my tissues at the moment. And, you know, emergency in the middle of combat, you got to do these things at times. Right, another one gone. Yeah, it's a pretty strong build at the moment. Andre, Barbarian was just because I wanted to do a Hulk build. I haven't done a leap quake in, well, no, ever. And I've seen other people do them in the past, and they've always looked really fun. And then I saw that there was the Captain America build also was quite viable for the season, so I thought I would just theme it up and get both of them going. Ooh, no. Let's not stand in the middle of that, thank you. Grab all of these. Coming down, give you guys a hand at dying, and we'll move on a little bit. The Seismic Slam is such a huge killing machine. I can't wait until we get more of the Might of the Earth set. It will make such a huge difference. And what do we got up here? We got a pack of blues. Oh, geez, yeah, they die quickly. Conduit pylon. Oh, let's have that. All of the stomping. Yeah. This woodland area is pretty damn good for us. I'm going to say that now. I'm very happy with how this area is working out. Let's grab all of them and leap on out. We are up to just under 95%, I reckon. What are we up to? 94%, yeah. So it won't be long before we can just tick off this last little bit. $96. Obviously, I'd rather not have the molten mortars still flinging crap at me when we fight the... in fact, no, they'll vanish when it gets to Rift Guardian time. Well, I'd rather not them be around anyway. Rather not have them around. You know what? We'll leave him behind. We'll just move on to the next area. Let's get a nice pack. Oh. Well, that was a waste of a seismic slam. Stamp, stamp, stamp. There we go. All taken care of. What are we getting? We're getting a sword and a mighty weapon and esoteric alteration. Okay. Well, we're going to put these in before I forget about them again. Looks like we're finding more stuff for the whirlwind build, which we'll probably switch over to at some point because we do want to try and go for Years of War. Let's head back to town and hand this in. Right, while we're here, let's carry on talking about trousers.
What a steal. What a steal.
Yeah, no. That's a big fat no across the board. We'll just get these ID'd up. So Bullcath of Solemn Vow, that's nice, and Wildwood, which is not. We'll put this over here out the way, and that can just get salvaged. Pox Folds. It's kind of funny, but it's not going to be much use to us. Let's put that in here. And whereabouts is esoteric? There it is. Right, I think that's probably going to be it for this stream. I'm going to get some food. I'm going to rest and relax for a little bit. Let YouTube do its normal processing stuff. But I will be back later on this evening. We're going to be starting off, as I mentioned just a moment ago, with Victor Vran. Then we'll be changing over to Divinity Original Sin. Now, I can't actually stream that because it doesn't like my OBS for some reason. But I will be back after that later on for more Diablo 3 when we'll be switching over to our Captain America / Thor Crusader. It should be good fun. If you have enjoyed this, be sure to give me a thumbs up. For those of you that have been here for a while, thank you ever so much, and thanks to all of your support. This is one of the reasons why I love doing this. I love interacting with you. I love chatting with you, and I love playing these games and having you along for the ride. I'll see you soon.